Guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I have another video for you guys. Today I will be filming basically a full face using both TJMAXX and Marshall products, and it just comes to show you guys that you guys don't have to spend a lot of money when it comes to doing your makeup. You can go to TJMAXX or Marshalls and even Ross to basically create a full face using expensive products at a lower cost. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, go ahead and keep on watching. Okay, the first thing I will be trying out are these nail press-ons from Ardell. So they are these gold with nude nails and some crystals on it. So we will be trying these out first. And these were $5.99 at Marshall's. I just finished doing my nails and I almost just lost my pinky. I don't know what happened. The glue that I used, I didn't use the glue that it came with, which was this one right here. I used this Kalo one, and it literally, but it does say in the back not to move your finger or your skin if you get it stuck to something, and I did because I freaked out. It got on my pants and I don't know what happened. That's so gross. I don't know. I don't even want to show you guys, but it's so gross. And it literally was burning. Like, anyways, I almost just lost pinky, but they came out nice. I like how they came out. I like that they're short. I still haven't filed them down, but they're really nice color, very natural. I did two different ones on this side. These came out kind of crooked because I was literally so nervous after that pinky that I was just like shaking and shit. But this one came out a little bit better. I never personally, in my skin tone, I'm not a big fan of nude colors just because it kind of washes me off, but they are really pretty. I think on a darker skin tone these will really pop out and look really nice. For $5.99, I think they're still good quality. Okay, so now we are do our face makeup. I just put a bandana just so my hair can go out of the way. A lot of new stuff that I want to try out with you guys. I've never done a TJMAXX / Marshalls video like using their makeup, just because counted places that you might find it only once and that's it. But most of these products that I will show you, I've seen them more than once, so hopefully you guys will be able to get your hands on them if you really do want them. So let's get started. The thing I'm going to be using is this Marc Jacobs Youthquake gel cream just to moisturize my skin before applying my makeup, and this was $5.99 at Marshall's. Really pretty packaging. That feels nice. As my first impression, this felt really good on the skin. Just felt like a nice gel moisturizer and still kind of just sinking in right now. So far so good. So the next thing I will be using is the Josie Maran Argan Moonstone Drops. This is supposed to be a makeup priming and highlighting oil, and this was $14.99. So it looks like this. And it's supposed to be, yeah, like a liquid. That's weird. It usually has like a droplet at the end, but it's just rounded. That much, that's like 3 droplets. And put that on my face. I'm not used to putting oils like as a makeup primer, but we'll give this a chance. As you can see, it's pretty bright. It does have like a highlighting effect to it, so I will be focusing on the areas where I want it to be brighter, so like my cheeks, the top of my nose, sometimes here my chin, and right here in the middle. I have a couple foundations that I picked up from TJMAXX and Marshalls at different points, but I think I'm gonna use the Bobbi Brown Skin Foundation with the MAC Studio Fix. This one I've used before, the Laura Mercier. It's okay, it's just not my color, so maybe that's why I don't like it. And then the Skin Illuminating Foundation from Kevyn Aucoin is good, but it is not full coverage. It is more like a medium coverage, so I'm just gonna stick to this too. And the Bobbi Brown is in the color Ivory 0.75, and the MAC Studio Fix Fluid is NC12. So I'm gonna mix these together, and we'll be trying out the Marc Jacobs The Face No. 1 brush. This was $12.99 at Marshall's. I'll try to find the price I paid for these. I believe the MAC was $14.99, and this one is, I think, as well, but I will try to find my receipt. This is how it looks like. It's not a dense brush. I thought it would be a little bit more dense and shorter, but we'll see. There's a really nice barrel to it, and it just says The Face No. 1. I'm just gonna do 1 pump of each, and we'll go from there. I hope it's not so orangey, but we'll see. I think it'll work. And again, I'm just looking this way because my mirror is over here. Okay, the brush, to be honest, I'm not liking it as a foundation brush, just because, look, when I place it, it just like, it's just not that great, to be honest. So I'm gonna use my trusty old It Cosmetics brush, the 101 brush, just to apply it, just because I feel like that brush really absorbed a lot of the product in. So I'm gonna go back with the MAC one, and I don't know if you guys can see, but it already shed a bristle on me. The thing with the MAC Studio Fix, it does have a scent, like a very makeup cosmetic scent. A lot of people don't like that. I'll be putting it on my lids too, just to cover any veins that I have on my lids. I really like the MAC foundation. It is a full coverage. I don't think the Bobbi Brown has a scent. I think it's the MAC one. I did mix them together, so I can't really tell now. So just a little bit of redness is peeking through. So I have two concealers here. I have the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under. I've actually used this before. It is a full coverage concealer. And I also have the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. I have it in two. I have the traveling one and the full size. I paid $6.99 for the full size in the shade Fair. And then the mini one is $3.99 in the shade Light. And I'm not sure if I said, but the It Cosmetics was $9.99. So I'm gonna put Fair under my eyes. It is pretty bright, but that's okay. And I'm gonna take a little bit down just because I do have like an acne spot right there. So I'm gonna try to cover that. And then I'm gonna do the same for the other one. And I'm being pretty generous just because I want to see how it really performs. I'm doing my face first today. I change it up, to be honest. And since I probably won't do like a heavy makeup, that's why I'm doing my foundation first. So the thing with concealer, at least for me, is I like to let it sit for a bit just so it can just really get warmed up with my face, and then I distribute the product or like brush it in. I have a couple of palettes that I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I might end up using the Revolution Forever Flawless. It is more of a natural. I'm gonna save this for a different, maybe a different video, the Tropical Vibes from Cara Beauty, just because I don't really want to do like a crazy look. And I might use some products from the Anastasia Prism palette. This was $19.99 at Marshall's. And then my all-time favorite is this Buxom eyeshadow palette. It's the Suede Seduction eyeshadow palette. This was $12.99. It's honestly just a basic palette, but I love it that I have. But it's just everyday wear shadows, and I really recommend those shadows. So since I did apply concealer on my eyes, I will just set that. I'm going to use this color right here on my entire lid. I'm going to go with Sensation, which is just this color right here, the third color on the top. And I'm just going to start shaping out where I want to put my crease colors. So I'm just going back and forth like this. I'm the type of person that will do both eyes at the same time. Like if I'm doing the crease on this one, I'm going to do the crease at the same time in the other one. If not, I'm going to forget what shadows I used on one eye. I'm going to go with Attract, which is more of like a light brown. And start applying that on the edge, just to have some shape to the eye. When it comes to shadows, I like to start off very light, and then if I do feel a little daring, I will go with the darker shade. But every time I tend to do like a very dark crease, it just ends up looking like I got punched in the eye, to be honest. So I just start off really slow. I'm gonna go back to my concealer in the bottom and just gonna start blending that out. That's a really nice coverage from the Urban Decay. I like that. It has like a creamy consistency. It's not like cakey, which I like. Now I'm just going with a smaller brush just to blend in those little areas where my other brush can't fit. I'm gonna go back with the Naked Skin and try to cover my redness that I have under my lips. I don't know why I have that, but hopefully that will cover. So I'm just gonna let that sit in for a bit. That's usually what I do with any acne spots that I have or anything. I just let it sit for a bit just so it can, like, again, really soak in. But so far I really like the foundation. I really like the concealer, so we're doing good. And then I'm gonna try the Marc Jacobs Perfecting Coconut Setting Powder. I just picked this up and this was $12.99 at Marshall's. So this is how the inside looks like. It has like a little net. I did get this set a while back from Marshall's for $39.99. $12.99, so $40. And it's the baking and strobing brush set from Sigma, so I will be trying out one of the brushes. I'm gonna go with the Bake Kabuki $5.89 to basically apply the powder that I have. But before I do, I just want to press on to make sure that I don't have any creases. And then I'm gonna go in with it. And I don't really bake, to be honest, because I already have a lot of dry patches, and in general it just seems to linger on my like skin, so I just pat it in because of that reason. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is actually apply some lip scrub to take out that foundation that I have on my lips. And I actually did get this from Marshalls. Yeah, Marshalls. I think it was like $4.99, and Dr. Pawpaw Spa and Nourish little set. I like it. I like the scrub. I'm not a big fan of the balm, but it will do. Now I'm gonna go on the other side where the balm is and apply that to my lips to let my lips condition before I put on any lip liner and lipstick. So far I like these two, how they work together, and I like the way it's set up because even the lid has stoppers so it won't get messy, so I really like that. And I'm just gonna apply a little bit more. Okay. So now I'm gonna go back to the eyes with this palette. So now I'm gonna go with Sweethearts, which is this color right here, and just gonna go and blend it in the crease. I honestly thought this palette was gonna be a little bit more powdery, but it's actually not that bad, so that's good. And now I'm just gonna put an all over lid shape. Just gonna go like a shimmery color. So the next thing is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water in Crystallized. It doesn't have the pricing to it, but I will put it down here below whenever I do find it. I see it here and there still at Marshalls and TJMAXX, so it looks like this. I know I have seen the actual, like the regular photo finish. It is starting to appear, but this one is the Smashbox with the Hood Witch collection, I guess. I don't know. Spray my brush that I will be using, and I'm gonna go with the Flaunt, which is this color right here. To be honest, I thought it was gonna be more pigmented, but we'll see. No, it's not that pigmented. Now I'm gonna go with Magnetic, which is this second color right here. I'm gonna try to do it with my finger. Maybe that's gonna help a little bit better. And just place it in the middle of your lid. It has like a gold undertone to it. It's really nice. For the price of this palette, it's actually really nice. I'm gonna go back with my blending brush, and I'm gonna use Sweetheart, which is the color I'd used before, just to blend out a little bit better. It looks super pigmented in the palette itself, but honestly it's not that pigmented once you put it on. Okay, now I'm gonna go with Seduction, which is this purpley color over here, and I'm gonna put that under my eye. See how that looks on. Now that I'm looking a little bit close up, I do see that there's a lot of like shimmers going on my cheek from the shadow. That's kind of annoying, but that does happen with just any shimmery eyeshadow in general, regardless if it's this one or not. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm just gonna do very natural on the eyes. I'll blend in more of my shadow once I put on my lashes, just so I can really see how it's looking. I do have 3 different mascaras from there. I have 2 MAC ones and 1 Urban Decay one. I'm gonna try the MAC one. This one was from Marshalls. It was $12.99 and it's called Bold, Bad, and Black. Packaging is super pretty. It looks like this. Okay, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting this thing to look like that. Oh, okay. So it's a double mascara. That is pretty cool. I was about to say, there's no way this mascara is for this huge bottle, but I get, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, I really like that. So far, I like the packaging to it. It does have like writings on it, and it is like a velvet feeling. Let's see. Honestly, this is not the best mascara I've tried. Not really doing much for my lashes. Okay, good thing we're going with falsies afterwards because this is not really doing much. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't really like the mascara. Let me try the bottom one. Maybe that one's good. So again, it's just the red part right here. It's a really small wand. Okay, for sure I like the small one better than the top one because I do feel like it's so small that you can really go into each lash without like smudging it or anything. I'm not sure if it's the mascara or it kind of feels kind of drying, like it's already dried up or something. Yeah. Okay, I like it for bottom lashes, but I don't like it for top. But for right now that I am just going to put on falsies, it doesn't really matter. The next thing I will be using are these lashes from Cara Beauty. They're called Fabu lashes. These are 3D faux mink lashes, and this one is in A8. I did not get these at Marshall's, but I do know they are selling this brand. I'm not sure this specific style, but I do know different styles are appearing there, so that's why I'm using this ones. I've never used them in general. Look like this. They are pretty dramatic, but we will see. We'll see if we will be flying away with these lashes. So if I need to cut them or not. I don't think I'm gonna need to cut them. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna need to cut them. They're a good size, and I don't have a lash glue from Marshalls or TJMAXX, so I'm gonna use my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. Okay, I'll be back. I'm just gonna let them dry and then I'll put them back on. Okay, I just finished applying them. They are pretty dramatic, but they are nice. So I'm gonna apply some of this Maybelline Tattoo Studio liquid eyeliner on the top just to like cover the lash glue that I have on. And ooh, that looks nice. It is super thin. I like that. And it's a really nice sleek packaging to it. I think I did put this lash a little bit higher than this one. I don't know if you guys can see it in camera, but I'm gonna try to cover that with the liner. I really like this. I will for sure be using this again, the Maybelline Tattoo Studio liner. I'm gonna go back to the eye palette and I'm gonna apply a little bit more under the eye just to make it pop out a little bit more. But this time I'm gonna go with a Love Sick, which is kind of the same color, just a little bit more pinkish, you can say, or reddish. I'm gonna go back again with the mascara and see if I can apply a little bit more. So I'm gonna try the Urban Decay Double Maker or Troublemaker mascara. This was $4.99 at TJMAXX, and see if this will apply better on my bottom lashes. The mascara is so pretty, and then the wand is pretty thick. So hopefully this will work under my eyes a little bit better. Kind of clumping up. I don't know how I feel about this one either. I think it's because they're kind of dried up. They don't feel so liquidy. Whatever, we're just gonna leave it like that. I don't really pick up mascaras from TJMAXX, so I don't know if it's they dry up really quickly or just those two were really not that great. I'd rather just stick to my Essence one. Now I'm gonna use the Marc Jacobs Omega Bronze in Tantric 102. I'm so excited to use this and see if it actually is gonna work out for my skin tone. Oh yes, I really like it. Usually I just do a 3 method on my face, so just go like that. Mostly I start off in the middle just to have the most product in the middle. Yeah, it's very natural. I like that. Can't forget the double chins. Every time I apply bronzer, sometimes I go a little bit overboard on the bottom. So I'm going to try this Bobbi Brown Sheer Finishing Powder, and this was $14.99. Just to basically clean up. It's not supposed to be like a full coverage powder or anything. I just like to see a little bit more of a clean cut. I use another brush from the Sigma Baking and Strobing sets. This one is the Concealer Blend Kabuki in F79. This would have been also a really nice under eye. I'm just going to use it to clean up the bottom. I'm not sure if I set the color, but this is Soft Sand number 5. So far, I do like the Bobbi Brown powder. It doesn't seem like it's caking or anything, so that's nice. Again, I forgot that I had this cream blush, but I'm still going to use it even though I have like super powder on me, but it's all good. But I was so excited to see Milk products there, and this was $8.99 at Marshall's. Would love to see the bronzer at Marshall's. I will be so excited to find that because I want to pick it up from Sephora, but I have so much makeup that I'm just like, I don't need it. But if it's here, I will pick it up. This one is in the color Perk. Like, I don't know, it has so many packages to it. What just happened? Oh my god, did I just like smash it open? Okay. Oh my god, go back in. That's a pretty color. It's very sheer. I was gonna just apply it, but I don't want to ruin what I already have. I'm just gonna go with the stippling brush and just go over it. Oh, it does have a nice scent to it. It has like a lemony scent to it. Oh, again, it looks very intimidating on the packaging. It just looks like it's gonna be like super bright. But with cream blushes, that tends to be the thing, that they're very natural. Yeah, I really like that. I believe this is the full size. There is a mini one, but this one has 1 ounce. Well, I was going to use the Josie Maran ones, but I really wanted to try out that Milk one. I'm going to go with this Lorac Shine Bright palette, and it looks like this. This was at Marshall's for $14.99. Originally, it was $29. It looks like this. I'm pretty sure this was like a holiday collection last year or something. But I'm gonna start off with Tea Rose with this one. Yeah, with Tea Rose, which is just like a mauve color. Hopefully it's not too pigmented because I already have a color. Oh my gosh, that is pigmented. Go back with the Bobbi Brown just because it is very bright. I'm gonna go with Bold Spirit, just like a blush topper. So it is a little bright, but it's okay. I wish I didn't go with that Tea Rose. I feel like that really just... So every time that does happen, I just go with back to with the sheer powder and apply some of it just to kind of bring it down a bit. Ooh, I was supposed to use a cream blush as well. Might as well. I'm gonna use this Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It is also a liquid. This was $5 in clearance at Marshall's. I'm just gonna apply a little bit to the cheekbones. And I'm gonna be using another one of the sets. This one is in P89. Just looks like this. Anytime now. There we go. So that's already a lot, but it's okay. You own the powder to this, so hopefully this works as well as the powder. And then I'm going to apply some on the bridge of my nose and some on my Cupid's bow. So for my highlighting powder, I'm going to be using the Nude by Nature palette. This is a highlighting palette for $4.99 at TJMAXX. I'm going to go with this lightest shade right here. Just going to be using a fluffy brush like this. Not the most pigmented like highlighting palette that I've had, but it is pretty natural. But the actual Becca one is making it a little bit more brighter. For my eyebrows, I'm going to try out 2 Milk products. This is going to be the Gel Brow in, I don't know how to say that, but that, and this was $5.99. And then I have this Kush Clear Brow Gel. This was also $5.99, and this one is just called Hydro. When I saw this, I thought this was the Hydro Grip because I just read this when it was like standing like that. I was like, oh, is that the Hydro Grip primer? But it wasn't. It was the clear gel. So I was like, okay, I still want to pick it up. They did have like a brown color, but I just went for the clear one just because I don't really use brow gel that has color that often. So the first thing, I'm just going to brush my eyebrows a little bit. I know a lot of people start off with their eyebrows, but I really don't. That's like the last thing, just because I hate working on my eyebrows. That's like the least favorite part for me to do when it comes to makeup. Okay, so this is how the Milk Gel brow product looks like. I hope that's my color. It is a thicker product, which I don't really like because I have less control of it when it is kind of this thick, but we'll see. I'm going to use the brush to just kind of brush them up. It does have a different consistency since it is a gel. I just feel like it slides a little bit more easier, but that can also be scary because you can just slide off real quick. It honestly feels, since it is a gel, it feels kind of like you're putting brow gel actually. Like it feels like it's just sticking it on kind of thing, if that makes any sense. Wow, I feel like I made my eyebrows way too thick. Yeah, they're looking a little too thick. Hold on, y'all. Feels funny too. It feels like they're just sticky. Okay, so now I'm gonna apply some clear brow with the Kush Milk one. Wow, that's a really thin brush, like bristles. So I actually like that it's so short, like the actual bristles, because I feel like you have more control of your, like how you want your brows to look. Now I'm gonna go to do my lips. I'm not sure what I'm feeling. I do have two NARS ones, and then I have two Laura Mercier ones. Okay, these are not lip liners. I thought these were lip liners. So I'm going to have to go with the Laura Mercier one. I'm going to go with the red one. Let's see. So I'm going to go with this Laura Mercier Deep Wine liner. I don't remember the price because I threw away the box, but I will try to find it. That went on really easily. I like that. Since I did go a little bit more red, I'm probably going to go with this NARS one. Velvet Matte Lip Pencil. I'm just going to go with the normal brush just to clean up any like thing that kind of went through. It is a darker shade. Liner is good too from Laura Mercier. The only thing is just it kind of bleeds through. It doesn't really stay. Like, I'm gonna put on, this is like my favorite, all-time favorite lip gloss I've ever found at Marshall's. I know from all of the ones that I ever tried, this one's the one that I always get. See them sometimes here and there, but I haven't seen this shade. But it's Bare Topaz from Laura Geller. This one's the color Luster Lip Gloss. I want to say this is $2.99 or $3.99. I know it's nothing more than that. So this is the final look that I created with all TJMAXX products. I actually am really happy with it. I didn't think I was going to go more of a plummier look, but I guess I did. Really like the way stick looks on with the eyeshadow. I think it's very Christmassy, kind of more winter vibes, but it is very nice. Overall, I don't think none of the products were like, wow, I will never purchase again. The liner is, like I said, bleeding through, but it tends to happen when it is a darker shade. It's more obvious. What I would say is that the actual palette is really nice. The colors are nice, but they are not that pigmented as they seem on the pan. They are a little bit more lighter, and they do have Fallout, the shimmering shades. I do see them a little bit here and there on my face, but again, it was also my fault doing that after I did my foundation. So maybe if you do it the other way around, that won't happen. But overall, I did like it. Eyebrows, I do like the brow gel. I don't know how I feel about this. I still need to work with it a little bit more. I just wish it was a little bit thinner, and it's not for everybody because it does feel sticky once you start working it in. So maybe it's just something you need to work with a little bit more to get the hang of it, because it's not like your regular eyebrow pencil. I actually did like the Marc Jacobs finishing powder. I actually like the product itself. I feel like it really set my under eyes and it's not looking cakey, so I really like that. For sure we'll be using this again. I do also really like the Milk blush. If you do find this and you're into cream blushes, I would say pick it up. Even though it does look very intimidating, it's not. The Lorac palette, I actually really liked it, but you just need to be very careful because they are very pigmented, but they are really pretty. I really loved the bronzer from Marc Jacobs. Will for sure be purchasing another one if I see it, because when I really find a good bronzer, I tend to stock up on it because it's so hard. My skin is so light, it's hard to find a bronzer that doesn't look dirty or looks kind of like off on my face. So when I find a good one, I tend to stick to it. I'm not sure how I feel about the Josie Marin Argan Moonstone drops, just because I do feel like it kind of moved my foundation a little bit, and I've used this foundation like without this and it didn't move much as it did today. So I think it's this that kind of made my makeup move. As the mascaras that I tried this one and the Urban Decay one. To be honest, I was not impressed with none of them. I've had better ones before. As for the Nude by Nature highlighting palette, I did like this. They aren't the most pigmented lighting palette that I've had. They are for sure more on the natural side. I feel like the only reason you can actually see it on my skin is because of the Becca highlighting shimmering skin perfector liquid. I feel like that really made it kind of stand out. And I also did enjoy the Maybelline Studio Tattoo Studio. I did like how thin the actual liner of this was, and yeah, I would for sure pick this up again as well. For the Marc Jacobs The Face brush, I wouldn't recommend it for foundation. It's sold as a liquid foundation brush. However, personally, I wouldn't use this as a foundation. As you guys saw, it didn't sit right. However, I would pick it up if you're looking for a powder brush or a setting brush, but not for a foundation. I don't think this is really that well because it will absorb a lot of your foundation. I will for sure be using this. It does seem like a good brush. I'm not going to take that away from it. Just I don't think it works for a liquid foundation. Sigma Baking and Strobing brush set. I love these brushes. Sigma brushes, they never disappoint because they are always very dense, and I don't know, they're just really good brushes. I've been using them for years, honestly. So for 5 brushes, I think $40 is very well worth it for Sigma. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.